Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Gotham After Dark, Thrones of the Underworld. I am DM Discretion. With us today, we have Audible, Faceless, Flux, Access, Mystic Knight, Toreador, and Crosshair 2.0. Ithera will not be joining us today. So, we will get to... let's get to... I don't like that one. Here we go. There we go.
Okay, I think this character is ready and done everything.
Okay, so our last game left us on a couple of interesting arcs that one sadly came to an end, and that was our good friend Zero. He came, he saw, he got his ass kicked. Can't say that he kicked ass, but you know, he's feeding the fishes. In his place, we have Flux. So why don't we talk about Flux real quick before we get back into everybody else? Give us a rundown of Flux. What is he? I have his picture up there, but what does he look like?
6'2", tall dude, blonde spiky hair, leather trench coat, and he has like watches on him. So
Timepieces.
I can't hear you.
So timepieces like that?
Yeah, like antique timepieces, as you can see on his suit. Wears glasses. Works for Umbra.
Mm-hmm.
Been there for 5 years. Friends with the Goblin. With Umbra, the librarian.
Okay.
But they usually I'm one that I do a lot of research for them. They'll put me on research.
Okay, so
items.
just so that we're clear, the character's not going to be in the library, so
I know that.
Why
I know
would you
that.
put
I'm just
yourself
telling
there?
you that's what he did. But
I swear to
I
God,
also
I'm going to
have-
fucking stab you. No,
I
okay, go ahead.
also have. I'm putting myself in the sense that I have connections because my firearms were made by Crosshair. I do know Ithera.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yes.
Did I make any type of? Do I know what type of weapons you use? Like what type of special ammo, anything else like that you use?
Yes, sir.
Or
Yeah.
all right, so send me when you get a chance.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
No access. How long has Faceless been with?
He's still on probation.
No, how long has Faceless been with Sal?
I don't know.
Something like a day or two?
I would say at least a year.
Toreador, how long you been in the area?
In that city? How long has the game's been going?
A week?
So I've been there for a week.
Eric, Audible, how long he's been with the group with his group?
I've probably been with the Crimson Court for at least a year.
So I would know Audible. I would know Faceless.
But I understand that, but in what capacity? Because you're literally just springing this on these guys, so you're not really giving them an opportunity to say, hell no, we don't know you because you're a fucking firebrand and you like causing chaos.
How is it that this character?
I'm sorry, I was
chaos?
just talking about the player and not so much the
I think
character.
that's unfair. I think that's discrimination. That you racist. That's it. You racist.
Well,
It's
we will talk
prejudice.
to Gotham After Dark HR and file a claim.
Yeah.
However, I don't really see it going
Is your
very far.
character Dominican? Is that why?
Wow,
I don't see it going very far.
you dropped the D word. That's just wrong.
Might do an investigation and then yield nothing. That's it.
When certain
Well,
informations or
so-
anything that needs to be passed along, they would send me to go stop by and drop stuff off. So if there was anything that had to be talked about, nobody from my place would ever go and talk with them. They would send somebody like me to do it.
So what? You're saying that you're a
You're-
underworld gopher?
Are you an independent contractor? You have no ties to any organization?
Yeah, Umbra.
Umbra, okay.
Well, Umbra is
Consortium.
not very. It's not necessarily public knowledge. So Toreador wouldn't know about Umbra. He's never really interacted with Mystic Knight. I don't know that Audible has either.
The only time I remember
But I would know
Mystic Knight,
Audible because he works for.
Red Jack.
Hmm.
Has Red Jack dealt with him?
I feel like Red Jack would be the person that dismisses them.
Yeah, I mean, these groups are only affiliated in that they're all part of one big conglomerate, like the Five Family type situation.
Yeah.
Outside of that, individually, they may not even cross paths. The Umbra Consortium does not deal in the types of things that would be considered normal, everyday criminality. So no drugs, no prostitution, shit like that. Which, drugs and prostitution and gambling is what Audible's group is. That's their bread and butter.
Right.
And Access works for a tech conglomerate. Crosshair works for the DeLuca family, who owns the Hotel Obsidian. Mystic Knight works for Umbra. You would know Mystic Knight. You're both acolytes. So Faceless works for the DeLuca family. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I get that you're going to want to know these characters, and that's fine. I'm totally on that. But you guys can talk really quickly so that we can get through this part.
What's your what's Fluff's main? Well, obviously he carries weapons, but does he have any other abilities besides weapons, or what's his specialty?
Getting information, tracking, spying.
I mean, I can always say
Your
that
character
you
has known. Your character has known that it has been heard that a little bit to my description of taking certain people out here and there when need be.
right.
And I never have firearms on.
Right. Maybe we
They're
were.
there, but they no. You could check me all you want. They just
Maybe we were on a similar job together on opposite ends and ran into each other or something. I don't have a problem knowing you, you know. So the one thing I did, the one thing I did with my character for sure is that I'm aware of everybody because I didn't really like meet everybody. So maybe like we met once or twice, you know, but we never
at
became-
certain times.
Yeah, but we never had the opportunity to become friendly.
Right.
In the sense that we became
Understandable.
boys or nothing, but we could. I don't have a problem knowing you and knowing about you, you know. So that's fine.
Understandable. And as like Access is me using him for information on the net, Athera is her normal way of information. She got her hands in everything. Crosshair literally builds my weapon.
Okay.
Faceless,
So
I
how
know
do they
him
know
because-
you? Like, what do they? What's your affiliation to everybody in the group? Like outside of just you knowing your name.
They don't.
Crosshair is easy. Crosshair's built weapons for you, so that's the easy one.
Athera and I mean, Mike's not here. I can't really talk for him,
Yeah.
but it'll be like sharing information.
Yeah, I don't see that being an issue. He seems to be the hub of information at this point.
And it's the same thing with me using access as paying him to get me to look up information on the net, or to get me, certain things that only a person with hacking abilities could get.
Okay. So for the most part, I would say that the only person that you don't have real hands-on familiarity with would be Toreador. He's only been in New York since.
Because he's only been there a week.
Right. So that would be the only one, the only who are you scenario. But Toreador is little under the weather. All right. So that being said, what is Flux doing right now?
Right now, we'll be inside the Underworld organization, and I guess there's probably some type of word going around that Mystic Knight is no longer allowed to be inside the Umbra. Would that even be passed around somewhat, like people talking about it a little bit? Or is it like a monk?
No, it's definitely not a monastery, but it's also not a monolith. So it's a very good question. I would go so far as to say that the only it hasn't risen to the level of something that the entire guild would need to know. Certainly, people that are charged with the security of the guild would need to know, but rank and file probably not. At least not yet. So no, in your case, I wouldn't say that you're aware of Mystic Knight's current situation.
So my character's just waiting for like a job for them to put me on. Matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll go and contact Crosshair to pick up some special rounds for my firearm.
Okay. So you had wanted to work in the sect directly for Vesper, correct?
What was that?
I'm sorry. I need to bring this closer. You had wanted to work for the sect directly under Vesper's command, correct?
Uh-huh.
All right. That does make it a little easier as far as assignments, because you are not called before Vesper, but his chief underling, and I will give him a name just now. She goes by the name of Gossamer.
Ah, cool name.
And she has I'll create one because I had one in mind that I was looking to create at some point. But she takes a distinct elven features. So it's well known that she uses glamours. She's an illusionist. And she uses glamours to cover up what she really looks like. In fact, no one knows what she really looks like, because her glamours are so convincing. And she had summoned you to the she summoned you to her quarters to give you your assignment. Your assignment is to provide some information and to take a field trip out into the world, since that's not something that you normally do, given your status as a librarian, to visit an occult shop where a specific magical painting that could be considered a dimensional gateway is being currently stored at. Say its former owner had disappeared, and the place was left abandoned. The master had already purchased it through their shell companies, and therefore it needs someone to tend to it, and you're going to be assigned to tend to it as you study. It'll give you the cover that you need in order to study the painting. And she gives you she hands you a parchment with a hand-drawn depiction of it. It's pretty well drawn in terms of someone doing it by hand. He said this is what it looks like. So you are to handle it with extreme care. It is highly suggested that you do not cast any magical spells in its vicinity, because it seems to activate it. When the master had an unfortunate incident with one of our other acolytes, who is, by the way, currently being sought after, and that's the one called Diablo.
Okay.
And you know of Diablo, wild, reckless, not entirely unlikable, but completely antithetical to your sect, your particular sect under Vesper. He's very orderly. He demands obedience from underlings, and anyone in positions of authority have the ability to boss around their underlings, which creates it creates a sort of power vacuum where everyone's trying to climb the ladder and is doing whatever they can to climb it without disrupting business as it's supposed to be conducted. So okay, just taking some notes. So she gives you bless you.
Thanks.
She gives you the
Address?
deed. She gives you the address, the deed to the property, and the keys to the locks.
Okay.
She says, report back anything that you find, and check in with me tomorrow.
All right.
Okay.
So basically, I'm gonna take. How far is it away from the office?
Well, the guild exists on a separate plane, so
So can we
You would-
open? Oh,
you
this
would
is perfect.
exit-
Right up my alley.
you would exit through. There's specific entry and exit points. That's what we decided, right, Adolfo? When we made it.
There are a
So,
variety of entry and exit.
Right.
Uh,
So what
Enter-
what
yeah.
you guys can do? You can talk with each other to help me create the entry and exit points in Manhattan. Create 7.
Lou,
7
I'm
specific
gonna
entry
take
and
the one
exit points.
closest to the art gallery.
Yeah, you don't have to do that now, but come up with something, then we can put it together on a map.
Also, Lou, is it possible at
Mhm.
some point can you build a notes in the character sheet on Roll20
Yeah,
so that I
actually,
could write notes on it?
I did, but let me. Where are you? Oh, you're not.
I had to
Yeah.
jog it down in my
I will
private
do
chat
that. Hold on a
so
second.
that I don't forget her name.
Oh, I don't even want to do that. Yeah, that should take me all of 2 seconds. Just give me a moment and done.
No problem.
You should see it now.
Let me close it.
I'll retitle it Flux's
Perfect.
Journal.
Okay, cool.
Ah, damn it.
All right. So you're heading there. We'll swing back around to you. So what I want to do is I'm going to go to Audible and Toreador. So for you guys, right now, Audible is as you're coming down.
Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that last part.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
First of all,
Damn.
Wah, 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 wah.
You come in through one of the varying entrance points. You know what I'm gonna ask some of you guys to do, if you have the time, you don't mind doing it. Create your bases. Create how they look, what the layouts are. Have some fun with it. I'll go through it and then we can talk about it. And if you don't want to do it, that's fine too. There's no pressure. Just trying to get you guys more
Sounds like a lot
involved
of
in
pressure.
how you build your own characters.
Our own personal homes.
Yes.
sounds like a lot of pressure, but okay.
Gotcha.
No pressure, but hurry up.
Damn. Okay.
So when you get there, you're met by Blood Hymn. I'm assuming that and I'm going to take some liberties, but I'm assuming that you called in, that you were on your way, correct?
Yes.
All right. So Blood Hymn is receiving you. There are some people that are, they're basically the organization's doctors. So there are people on the payroll that they call in, similar to like a Raymond Reddington type situation where he'll make a phone call and they'll set up like a mobile triage. So when you do get there, she sees the state that Toreador is in and is like, what the fuck did that?
Cholito.
What the hell's a
And
Cholito?
she puts you on the air and says, wait, the Berserker did that?
Yes.
What the fuck were you doing fighting the Berserker?
We weren't fighting the Berserker.
Well, clearly you weren't. Clearly he wasn't.
We were scoping out some intel for these. Were they Venezuelans? What were they?
Why is it Venezuelans? You know what? That's racist.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Pete Hegseth and folks and
The Vietnamese.
Sorry, the Vietnamese. Sorry. I was getting my V's wrong. So we're trying to get some. We're going to try to see if we can get some information from these Vietnamese dudes because Toreador had a hunch. And while
So what?
there,
Was he protecting them?
Who? Cholito?
Yeah.
No, he was destroying them and causing them much pain.
So then how
Basically killing them.
were you protecting them?
No.
This
we
is
weren't
all while
doing
they're rolling
we
in the doctors are taking his vitals and doing all this shit.
We were trying to get some intel, and as we were trying to, be stealthy, Polito apparently must have saw us and broke over the door and grabbed Toreador. So he didn't give a fuck what was in his way at that moment. He was, anybody that was in his way or anybody was there was basically Bonta food at that point.
Yeah, I've heard that much about that fucking animal. So she's like,
I think that was my friend.
in that moment of just concern, she finally takes a look at you. She takes a half step back. She's like, "You're covered in blood. Are you okay?"
I'm fine. I'm pissed.
So that's his blood.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna need to get you out of that and decontaminate it.
Lou,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna take the 10-minute recovery roll.
Okay, go ahead. 2 points. Okay. All right.
We gotta I'm gonna have to find a way to put him down.
She's like, wait, put who down? Put him down?
There you go.
She's pointing at Toreador as they're wheeling him through the hallway.
No.
Oh, you mean him?
There you go. Yeah.
It's like, well, I hope you have an army, because I don't know that RJ is going to want to waste any resources getting after him if you guys initiated a brawl.
He didn't initiate shit. He came after us.
But
And he's still mad at me for the death of his mother. Who
you killed his mother?
His
Yep.
mother is already dead.
She's
He
like,
got infected by.
whoa, wait a minute. What are you talking about?
I give her the story. I tell her the story. I'm not gonna go.
Okay, so yeah, you regale her with the story, which just
Right.
you could just see the fucking the horror in her. She's just like, wait, what?
Right. I tried to explain. I basically explained to her that. I basically explained to her that I tried to explain this to Toledo.
Oh well, he's never. I've only dealt with him a couple of times, and he's never been the type to talk. I mean, outside of just being a complete misogynist asshole.
I mean, we were aligned in other ways, and that was the homie. But
Oh, so then he's gonna be coming after you.
yeah. I mean, now that he.
All right. Well, get
now that
changed.
he-
She's like, get changed. It's just like,
Alright.
no, I'm pretty caught up. Thank you, but get changed. Get rid of that. It's just like, put those in the plastic bag so that we can burn them, because you're covered in blood and that's all contaminated. So I can smell it from here, and I'll go brief RJ on the situation.
Okay.
Because doesn't he work for those fucking Italians?
Yeah, he does now.
Oh
ones
well,
that tried to-
shit.
The ones that tried to get me to try to kill me and Toreador.
Wait, why do they want to kill you now? Because I
Because
don't
they-
think that you've explained this to her, that part to her.
Again, I tell her the story about how we were
She's
supposed
like,
to kill.
what the
Podcast.
fuck? Is there anything else? Do you have the federal government after you now? It's
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I haven't done my taxes in 4 years.
she's like, what about the IRS? He's like, the IRS? Jesus Christ. Says, all right, I'll go brief RJ, because he's gonna want to know, and the longer we wait to let him know, the worse it's gonna get for all of us. So I'll go brief him, and then we'll go check on our friend here.
RJ should know the whole thing because I told him the whole thing from the very beginning.
Well, he didn't tell her. She didn't know though.
No, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
She just has to update him on what just happened.
Yeah.
RJ remembers.
Yeah, up to the point that you guys explained it. Okay. You change out of your clothes, head to their makeshift infirmary, and you can see him he's under basically almost an iron lung, just being worked on. And she comes back, and she's like, yeah, he's gonna want to see you.
RJ.
Yeah, but hold on. And she goes over to the docks, and she's puts on she has to put in, she's not putting on anything other than a mask, and goes underneath the plastic. So what do you call it? Toreador, you wake with a start. Your entire body is in pain, obviously, but you feel like your blood is boiling, and just above you, your vision is severely blurry. One of your eyes is almost shut, and from the one that can see, it clears up, and you can see Bloodhim standing above you with her eyes closed, her palms up, and you can see there's like a pool of blood just hovering underneath her hands, and it's flowing, not flowing from her, but it's like it's being conditioned, because you can see the red blood cells multiplying, the fluids multiplying as it's entering your body. You're going to be at a total of, you're going to have 9 back in your speed, so that gives you enough to be conscious, but you're still going to be debilitated until you can heal up. So finally she opens her eyes. It's like, there he is. So I need you to rest, but there's going to be some questions. Can you hear me?
And
Okay. So just take it easy, and we'll be back. And she goes back underneath the plastic curtain, and you can make out the distorted figures of her and Audible talking. And then they leave the room. So we're going to come back around to Faceless. Faceless, you're in the SUV with a pseudo calm down Chilito, and he is mumbling the whole time. He's going from English to Spanish. Would Faceless understand Spanish, or is he bilingual? There's no specific skill, so I'll give you the option of what languages Faceless would be able to speak.
Yes. I would say he's bilingual.
Okay. The whole time, most of what he's saying is he's talking to himself about how he was betrayed, thought he was his homie, thought he was family, treated him like a little brother, and this is what he does. I'm gonna fucking tear every limb and beat him to death with it. So he turns to you, because he's in the back, you're in the front, because he takes up most of the back seat, that middle row anyway. And he's like, hey, who was that other fucking guy that was attacking you? Do you have some beef I didn't know about?
I don't know who the fuck he was. Just jumped me out of nowhere.
You
Kind
think
of
he's
monster does that?
one of these fucking vigilantes or something like that?
He would have given me a monologue if that was the case.
That's true. Those fuckers like to talk a lot, huh? All right. Let's get back to the hotel. I need to get a change of clothes. You did good. I'll let the boss know.
Yeah. Thanks for the save, man. I think I'm gonna take a nap for a few hours, and maybe take a bunch of penicillin. This wound's starting to itch.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I show him the dagger I pulled out of my shoulder. Yeah, I got hit with this dagger.
Yeah, hold on.
I think it might have been.
Let me see that for.
Been coated.
Let me see that for a minute.
Sure.
No, he takes it and he's turning it over and over and saying, "I've seen this fucking thing before." You mind if I hold on to this, homie?
By all means, keep it. You've earned it.
Yeah, if it's what I think it is, you should see the doc, because you've been poisoned, and those poisons are no fucking joke long term. If it's what I think it is.
Yeah, sure. Just let's get back and get me healed up, please.
Yeah, you heard the fucking guy. He's talking to the driver. Ándale. He's like, apúrate, carajo. That dude is just nervous as fuck, looking between the both of you like, what the fuck just happened? But get to the hotel, and I'm gonna move on to Crosshair.
Yo.
You're the one thing that I'm trying to. I think I wrote down where you were left off.
I am
You were talking with you were talking with Dave Schultz. That was the last thing I have written down, but there was more
I
to it.
am in Argus.
Yes, you are in the Argus server.
Yes.
So hold on for a sec here. You are in the Argus server. Okay. Uh, there's a lot of data that's being thrown your way, and you can see there a lot of their subroutines, a lot of different types of data. What specifically are you looking for?
What is Argus's specialty? What made Argus Argus?
Argus is known worldwide as
It's ARGUS?
ARGUS, yeah. And I have it written down somewhere. Hold on a second.
Known worldwide.
Yeah, yeah. They're multinational.
Multinational. Okay. And
Give me
what
one-
put Argus on the map?
Give me 1 second. I can tell you that. Argus stands for the Advanced Research Group for Unified Solutions. It was established in 1972.
18 established 1972.
Hold on a second here.
Ma'am, it is 10:30 at night. Are
Advanced
you okay?
Research.
Advanced Research Group for Unified Solutions.
I love you, sis.
Unified.
Why are you still up? Why are you calling me? Why?
Put yourself on mute real quick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Established
No worries.
1972. Multinational, known
I
worldwide.
don't think he wants any of us listening to them. So they pioneer new treatments and technologies. They have a medical wing. This is a lot of their public facing. They do advanced medical research, bioengineering, sustainable technologies, green initiatives, taking advantage of the green initiative programs as they were, but not so much these days. But they're just as involved internationally. So even though the shift in the U.S. has gone away from green initiatives, they still have a pretty big global footprint, and they have initiatives to support global education, healthcare, local development around the world. So that's their public facing.
Wounded Warrior Program.
So they do have a subdivision that employs metahumans as field operators, aka mercenaries.
I'm asking as far as Wounded Warrior Program, like, do they do like some type of pro bono work in which soldiers come back wounded and they give them prosthetics and everything else like that and write it off as a tax, which we'll call it?
Correct. Cybernetics, robotics. So they have a pretty big footprint.
Okay, so I'm looking also.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for the Seraph program.
Okay. So for that, I need you to make an intellect roll.
Yes, sir.
Then we're going to come to access.
Intellect.
Yes. Access. What you were working on the Hydra, correct? Just want to make sure
I finished our Hydra.
right,
Remember, I finished it.
Okay, and then
What's his macro? What's his macro options thing?
So,
Just where are you looking? You're on the.
I'm on the new.
sheet?
I'm on the new character sheet, or should I use the whatchamacallit? Because I hit intellect,
until you can get comfortable with the macro, just hit the D20.
the regular D20.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, hold Hold on.
Are you finished with him or?
Not yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Doki.
All right. So with that, you come to a section in their intranet, in their private their secured servers, that leads to the Argus files, the Argus Seraph specific files. Those are heavily guarded, and even though you are considered a Seraph, you have to have certain protocols that you currently don't possess. So,
Okay. Is there any way if I can like maybe
and that's
piggyback
the
off?
reason why I say you don't possess is because of the role that you made.
Okay. Is it okay? Second question: is there any way I can piggyback off of somebody else that might be in there right now, like almost like playing like almost hide and seek, like their shadow
Mm-hmm.
that's in there right now, and piggyback off of them to get all the information without being noticed?
We can give that a shot. That becomes a higher difficulty. So I will
Because
call
I
that.
want to see if I can use my infiltration
Mm-hmm.
and stealth, which I'm specialized in both.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have I do have stealth skills, machine precision. Well, that's only in combat. Perfect recall, embedded weapon system, neural firewall. I do have using, repairing, and crafting machines. I do have identifying, understanding machines. I do have cybernetic enhancements,
Mm-hmm.
which hacking, interfacing with machines, cybernetic repair. I
Okay,
do
so
have
the
infiltration. Like I
cybernetic
said,
enhancements is one that you're able to use.
I'm specialized in that.
Uh-huh.
Infiltration, I'm specialized.
Okay.
Stealth, I'm specialized.
The
Also, I can use.
stealth won't apply, but the infiltration and the cybernetic enhancements will. Yes.
What about disguise? I'm disguising
Mm,
disguising my presence from being noticed and caught while I do this.
So now we're going into the stunt realm, because the disguise skill doesn't necessarily apply to the to cyberspace.
Right.
But I understand how you are trying to apply it. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to be able to reduce it by 4 steps. You're going to ease the roll by 4 steps, and you have to pay for the disguise as the stunt. So let's start with this with disguise.
Okay.
Give me 1 second here.
I am specialized in it.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Yes.
Quick question.
Yes.
You had mentioned that stealth won't apply, but being that he's already in the system and he's trying to avoid detection, wouldn't it apply for at least one step?
It would be, well, it's a different application. That's what I'm saying. It's going to
But
be a
he's doing the
stunt.
stunt.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Yeah, so he's
stunt,
doing the stunt.
but
So
you
with the disguise
can't.
and the stealth,
You can only
I'm just saying,
just give me a second. You can only you're capped out in how many skills you can use towards one roll.
Right.
So if you're going to add stealth
Hold
to
on
it,
a second, guys. Hold on.
yeah, this would be a moderate reinterpretation or extension of the ability. It's I don't it's this
see,
particular.
I don't know what his character has as far as abilities or skills.
No.
But
I'm. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you this as far as setting the difficulty for the stunt, because he's reinterpreting what's the application of the stealth and or the disguise, one or the other. He's gonna have to roll against the difficulty and apply effort, because it's outside of the realm of the 21 of the 20.
Oh, yay! I can hardly contain myself.
So it would be an intellect-based roll.
Uh-huh.
The difficulty is going to be a 7. This is to integrate the stealth into the roll.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Okay, so that's where you start first.
So I have
So
to use,
you're going to have to
use
lower
effort
that.
on this one.
You're going to have to use effort, yes.
Okay,
And
I have effort.
1 effort. You don't have an edge. You just don't. You have one effort. You can apply effort. It would
Yes.
cost you 3 in your intellect pool,
Okie doke.
and that would reduce it to
So
a
that would
6.
reduce it to 2.
No, it would reduce it by 1.
Yeah, but if you're starting at 7 with his reduction of 4, that
No,
would
no,
bring
no,
it to
no.
3.
I'm not talking about that. This. I'm talking about as far as the stunt is concerned.
Woo! So it would be lowered down to 1 to a 6.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
raising the
because the
difficulty.
stunt comes before the normal ability. So
Okay.
No, what I'm saying is you're raising. Okay, so he's doing a stunt, right? Which is going to make his skill roll more difficult. So it's typically 1 step up. So whatever the difficulty is a step more. Unless you just deem it's really difficult, then it's 2 steps.
yeah,
Then
because it's a different. It's a reinterpretation or reimagination of
yeah,
how
that's what I'm
stealth
saying.
is.
And
There
and
are
that's what I'm
already
saying.
set difficulties for this.
Yeah, so you already have a difficulty.
Mhm.
Then with him doing the stunt, increases it by 1 or 2. You're the one that's deciding that. You don't have to tell him what it is.
Oh no,
But
that's fine.
the reduction,
For the purposes of this particular stunt, I don't mind saying it. It's fine.
okay, so let's say his difficulty initially was a 6, right? Just for shits and giggles,
Hmm.
it's a 6. You decide because he's doing something unorthodox with the skill in order to be able to remain undetectable, right? And kind of like piggyback on somebody, kind of like doing that, stepping behind the dude and,
Yeah.
and mimicking every move
Yeah.
kind of deal. You decide, being it's his first attempt, it's going to be 2 steps higher. So now it's an 8, right? Now, with his skills and everything that he's using to reduce, it goes to 4. He applies effort, it goes down to 3.
No,
Now he makes the roll,
no.
but
It's two
he has
separate.
to spend an XP.
It's 2 separate rolls. One for to attempt the power stunt, and then you have to roll the second to do the skill itself. So you have to first attempt the stunt, and if you can, it's just the way it's written. So you describe what you're trying to do. Be specific. If you're proposing something that alters the range, target, or intent of the ability, that's a stunt. The GM sets the difficulty. The further you stray from the original use, the harder it gets. The following are example difficulties. Difficulty 4 would be a minor adjustment that fits the ability's theme. Technically, it isn't because you're not using it in the physical sense. So difficulty of a 7 would be a moderate reinterpretation or extension. And then difficulty 10 would be a radical departure from the intended use. It's like saying, I cast fireball, you have fire powers, and then you want to convert it to an ice power. That'd be a radical departure from it. So
Right.
in your case, it's a moderate reinterpretation because you're using it in cyberspace,
No,
and
you're
it's
not gonna
not.
eat. You already ate already.
It's not
Right.
it's not the intended use of the skill, but you're trying to
You can't
apply
have food
that. So
24/7.
roll the 6.
No.
And failing this roll doesn't mean that you fail. It just means that you can't apply this part to those skills.
Right.
So
So
it's
6
18.
times 3, that makes it 18.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Pucker factor is at 150.
Mm-hmm.
And here we
Well,
go.
people will be getting hit in the 20s, so you might. And no.
Can I use XP?
To re-roll, yes.
Here we go.
Isn't there anything within his character that allows him to reduce the step down further?
Yeah, no.
I think
No.
he's like only allowed one skill, his edge, and then an asset. And I think he already has all that.
Yeah.
Well, the asset would be the cybernetic implant, wouldn't it?
Oh my
Yeah.
lord.
Yes.
He had that already.
We already did that.
Yeah, I already put everything in.
Like, even still,
No, but that's for the attempt of what you're trying
for
to
the
do.
for the stunt.
I'm talking about the stunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
All right.
Under
so
my equipment. Yo, Lou.
what?
I had a chameleon cloak that gives me a +1 asset on stealth. That's part of my equipment.
That's a physical asset. That one.
What about infiltration toolkit? Lockpick scramblers?
Nope. Again, you're looking at physical assets.
Yeah,
Where
well, I was
you
trying
at?
to.
All right.
Well, I was
Okay.
trying to incorporate
No,
it as
I
much
get
as
you.
I possibly can. Okay, so
So
what happened, sir?
the integration of the stealth is not you're just not in that position to make it work. So you're just going to have to make the raw roll for the skill itself
Okay, which
using
is
using the 4-step reduction. So go ahead and make your roll.
the 4-step reduction. Oh, that's right, 4 steps down.
Hmm.
So this should be a little bit easier. Fly, fly, fly.
You can still apply effort, you know.
Oh, I do get to apply effort, right?
Yep.
Which brings me down to a 3.
Which would make
Come
it
on, my
a
beautiful.
5-step reduction.
Come on.
Okay, here we go.
Come
And
on.
it's an
Come to
intellect.
daddy.
So
Come to
Okay.
you have
daddy.
no
Come
edge.
on.
So that brings you down to 9 in your intellect pool.
All right. So I'm just nervous. Here we go.
Hmm.
1, 2.
Oof.
I use XP.
No. Actually, you just hit that roll.
I did.
Yeah.
Wow.
I did.
Yeah. So
No.
you're concentrating and you're going through the firewalls. The only thing the stealth would have done would have concealed your entry into the system. Let's see.
But I don't know how long. See, my thing is, I'm nervous because I don't know how long my clearance is.
Totally get that, and that's something that we're going to role play out. So when you pass through the firewall and you open up the file system, you're greeted with a panoply of information about Seraph models that start from 1 and go all the way to 15.
Jesus. This is almost like Detroit Become Human.
Something like that.
What do you guys want? No, you guys can't eat.
So
I
what
downloaded the
specifically are you looking to get?
Upgraded. My memory is whatchamacallit. If I already know the Glasgow already told me everything what happened about how I got my consciousness put into this body, and this is a 01 model, so I'm looking to upgrade if I can. Like upgrade digitally the software, whatever inside of me, or upgrade while I'm here.
Okay.
And once I get back into the my body, everything just gets downloaded, quote unquote, if possible.
Okay, we'll come back to that because there's going to be more information that I'm gonna throw your way that
Yes,
not for
sir.
public consumption. So now we come back to access. Access. You're done with you're done recontextualizing the Hydra to become from morphing it from defense to offense. You're looking for Lilith. You have not been able to find her in the traditional sense. Not necessarily. You've been able to find digital echoes of her, and there were a couple of systems where she didn't leave traps per se, but left digital clones that you thought were her, but at the end they were not.
Okay.
The code fell apart.
So what I'm gonna do
once you
is
tried
this.
to interface with it.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is this. I am going to call the leak,
Okay.
and I'm gonna tell her, hey, well, does she pick up or?
She's your contact, yes?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
give me a second
Yeah,
here.
she's one of my main 3 contacts, which is Patch, Ghost, and the leak. I sent you the
No,
information.
yeah, you did. I just want to make sure that
Does Patch have adamantium claws?
I know this.
Yes.
Okay. Now the leak is female?
Yeah. Well, she's transgender, so she's male to female.
Okay. All right, I'll look it up in a bit. So, phone rings a couple of times. It is what, like 2 in the morning? 2
Yeah, I
a.m.?
would say yeah. Yeah, I would say yeah. That seems correct.
2 a.m. game time. And hello?
Hey, what's going on there?
Oh yeah. Hey, what What time is it? 2 a.m.
I said, don't
What do
worry
you-
about the time. I'm gonna like,
Why are you
I
calling
need
me
to,
at this time?
I'm gonna be like, trust me, I got something I'm gonna show you that I want to incorporate you in it, and I want to know what you think about. Do you have a place where we could meet? I wouldn't call you at this time for no apparent reason. It's something good.
So,
I
yeah,
have.
just come by the apartment. I am
Well,
I'm pretty. It's don't worry about it. I got it all scrubbed.
okay. So I'm gonna fly to her place. I'm gonna stay up in the darkness,
Mm-hmm.
and then once I get there, I'm gonna land towards the back, and then I'm gonna
You're
if
gonna
there's a
stay
back
up
way,
in the
then-
darkness.
In other words, in the dark.
Ever foreboding
'cause-
shadows.
Yes, thank you. So,
Right.
so once I get there,
Mhm.
I'm gonna land, and then I'm gonna go through. There's a back exit, the back door.
Okay.
Then I go through there. Hey, what are you doing, Asatoff? Leave it alone. No, I can't feed you. Leave me alone.
NYU is by the Lower East Side, correct?
Yes, yes, yeah.
So that,
One of the campuses.
well, yeah. So they share an apartment with a foreign exchange student at in the Lower East Side by NYU. Get to the
Where's the
door,
DoorDash?
open it up. It's like in a Hello Kitty robe, in a bonnet. Describe for me, Leak. Was it a white person, black person, person of
Yeah,
color?
she's European. I have it there. I gotta look.
Right back.
She's European.
Mhm.
She's about 6 feet tall, semi-muscular, and she's going through the transition. So
Okay.
right now she has long hair, blonde,
Mm-hmm.
blue
boobs.
eyes. Pretty much the nails, the hair.
So Nordic, in other words.
Yeah, yes, yeah. I have it here. I just have to look. I just don't
Gotcha.
wanna.
No,
I
that's
don't wanna
fine.
stop the game to look.
That's fine. So, it's like, man, it's like, dude, it's what the hell? Come in.
So I hug
She's
her. I
like-
say, "Give me a hug." I hug her, and I'll be like,
It's like,
I
why do you?
close the
She's
door.
like, why do you smell like outside? Ugh, gross.
I'm gonna be like, sit down because what I have to show you. I don't know if you've seen it
All
before,
right.
but I think you're gonna be
Get-
very happy with this.
Get into their place. The foreign exchange student is playing a Japanese version of a Gundam game and is screaming into the TV. Say, don't worry about him. He'll be fine. Step into Mikasa. You go into his room.
Okay.
He has his whole digital setup, and he's like, "All right, what do you got?"
So I open up my laptop, and I hand it to her.
You hand it to her. He's like, "All right, what is this? Huh?" And just taps on the keyboard a couple of times, like, and just looking from the side, and then looks at you, just like,
I told you.
"Is this what you do here?"
I repurposed it.
I can see that, but how did you get
So
this?
I'm gonna be like, sit down because what I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't need.
It's like,
it's
I
gonna
am
be,
sitting, asshole. What do you?
Okay.
Where did you get this?
So I basically tell her pretty much from start to finish what's happening and the reason why I repurposed the Hydra. And I'm trying to find out because her skill set is higher than mine.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to find out if she could add anything onto it and I'll share it with her.
It's like, yeah, if I had the right equipment for this. You did this on your laptop? What is? She's like, where did you? And then she noticed. She's looking at it, and she sees the Synapse Dynamics. She's like, are you fucking kidding me? Did you steal?
High-tech.
She's like, did you steal this?
No,
Yep.
no, I work for
Yes.
them. I work for
Yes.
them, so they,
Yeah, I know
they
you work
lend-
for them,
they-
but did you steal this?
No, they
Yes.
lend it to me. I said,
Why would they lend this to you? You know how powerful this thing is?
because they want me to get the AI. So this is the
What
only
AI?
thing.
What are you talking about?
No, I went and I explained it to her. I told you that I'm explaining her the whole AI. I'm explaining.
Oh well, that we hadn't gotten to that part because she's looking at
Okay.
she's looking at the Hydra. It's like, all right, so let me see if I understand this correctly. You were able to snatch a rogue AI off of the Helios server,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just set it loose on the web.
Well, it wasn't. I didn't want
And
to
now
do it.
you
I was
want to
working.
capture it with this. You know what this is? This is a digital nuclear missile that you just created.
I know. That's why I'm coming to the best. You.
It's like, oh, suck an ass, you
I
flowering.
mean, listen, you know that your skill set is way higher than mine. So look at what I'm coming. I'm bringing gifts. Look at this Hydra. Imagine you twerking it. Imagine what this thing could be. You know. And Lou, I'll go into my bag and buy a Monster and start drinking it.
How many of those have you been drinking? What
Well,
the fuck?
I've been.
Maybe stop for a little while.
I said, listen, I'm under a lot of pressure. I said, Victor Korvax, which you know who he is, he threatened to eliminate me if I don't come with any
Her
progress.
face goes from bewilderment to like, what?
Oops. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Vic, he threatened you specifically, like knows who you are?
Oh, well, I work for him. He knows who
No,
I
no,
am.
no. Everybody works for Victor Kovacs that's in this industry in some way,
So-
shape, or form, but he knows who
Okay,
you
so
are.
this is why. So yes,
You.
of course, he put me into a room and had a conversation, and in that conversation, he threatened me that if I don't come with the AI,
So
I'm
suddenly
pretty much.
this laptop in their hands, it's starting to become hot. Like, what are we... So, hold on. So she's just like, what did you check this for trackers?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Are you
I checked
sure?
everything. Yes. Yeah, I checked it for everything.
So they gave it to you with no tracing ability whatsoever.
Well, I got a contact in there too that's helping me out, and she was the one who gave me the computer. So I checked the computer thoroughly before I did anything. So it's clean. It's a clean device. And I
So
told
wait,
her,
they handed
know,
you a clean device and you loaded it, you armed it with a fucking a digital thermonuclear weapon
mhm.
that you just
And I
happened
want
to
you.
steal from a
That's about right.
from a metahuman.
All right, I'm back.
What?
What's up?
And I need you to enhance it if it's possible.
You
and I
need
know
me
you
to
can.
enhance it if it's...
Yeah, so then we could go. So then I could get the Hydra, and I'll tell him I'll throw it to you for free if you enhance it.
First of all, let's stop right there. I know what your gifts cost me, so let's not go there.
I mean,
Okay,
listen,
so-
I know you happy with it because I know you. This is new. I know you like new stuff. So I said,
it's
I
just
know
like,
you extremely
I'm
happy
more,
with this.
I'm more concerned with this thing than anything else.
No, I said I checked it. It's clean. I checked it before I did anything. I checked
Are
it.
you
It's clean.
sure you did?
Yes.
Hold
yes,
on.
I'm positive.
So she goes to a one of her storage boxes. Let me put this down. And pulls out what looks to be... She pulls out some... It looks like a modified Geiger counter. And she's like, I heard about them, and I thought maybe I would be able to get my hands on one of them, but... And as she's... Hold on a second.
Asatov, what are you doing?
Okay, so she takes the little wand that's attached to the device, and she passes it over the laptop, and oh, you motherfucker!
How's that possible? I checked it.
So did you check the case? So she goes into an explanation on how there was word on the street that that not the government but Synapse was developing a polymer that can act as a transmitter and receiver. So
Are you fucking serious?
This fucking thing is hot. Get it out of here. So she hands it to you and steps and imposingly, because she's 6-something, gets in. She's like, "Get the fuck out of here. You were never here. I don't know who this is." Literally talking to the laptop. I don't know who this is. Just get out of here, stranger.
Okay.
2 seconds later.
So
Smash,
she hands
smash,
it to
smash.
you and then holds up her finger, grabs a piece of paper, and she says that whatever you did, they already know.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I hand a thing, something that I could contain the Hydra in it. I hand it and then I come and I slide it to her.
Okay, and then she takes the wand and passes. It's like, listen, I'm
out of here. I'm out of here. I know. I'm sorry. So I start acting. I'm sorry, man. Please. And I go, and then she knows more or less what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be like, I'm sorry. I apologize, and I'm out of there.
Okay. Now what?
So what's being tracked? The computer case or that's what I'm trying to understand.
Everything that the laptop is made of. So the case is metal and plastic. So that
means the whole computer is being tracked.
Correct. Not just one component.
I didn't know that. Otherwise, I would have never came here. So this thing is listening to my conversations too and everything else.
Everything
right?
you've done so far, that's what she's telling you that they potentially have.
Anyway, you know what? I mean, right now I'm indebted to them. So I mean, I wouldn't expect them just to. You get what I'm trying to say, right?
Now you wouldn't expect them to do it.
No, well,
no, they twerk me. I'm a good worker.
You gotta understand. When I checked it, everything was clean. So I mean, I assumed I didn't know that they had this polymer technology and all this other stuff. But now I know, and knowing's half of the battle. G.I. Joe. So Lou, damn. So you know what I'm gonna do? Is it possible I could get a suitcase to dampen the sound and I put it in there?
Well, you don't know any more than what you were just described. So at any point, you're just guessing.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get me, I guess, a suitcase that could, not, in other words, dampen the sound. So when I'm talking, they can't really, no, matter of fact, no, because that's going to look suspicious. So I'm going to go visit Patch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna find out what's going on in the street. But before I visit him, I'll get him his donuts and his coffee.
Okay.
And then I'll go visit him.
All right. So at this point,
damn.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Wow.
So going over there did help out a lot because now I definitely know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Look at these guys beating each other up. Damn, I was thinking, I swear to God, I was like, God damn, I just wasted 5 XP. I was like, that's
not always going to be that way, but as far as the story's going, yeah, you might just waste 5 XP. I'm kidding.
Okay.
But
so, wait, hold on, Lou. When she more or less knows what's going on, so I slipped her more or less when she's done or any alterations, and then she'll come and contact me. At the same time, I'm gonna still continue looking for Lilith at the same time.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go visit Patch. So.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wanna just find out like what's the gossip on the street. Just to stay informed.
Okay.
On the street, somebody is being tracked.
I think he's getting a little. He's like,
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yeah, man, some fool's being tracked right now. He thinks he's getting away with it.
So Lou, I want to ask you something. One last thing. With my technical skills,
Mm-hmm.
can I build a case that will silence the computer?
I thought I already answered this question, but without having more information on what this polymer is, you're only guessing at this point. So you can create something that you think would dampen it.
So this is what I'm going to do. So since I know what the polymer is, I'm going to start researching it. But obviously not on this computer. I'll do it on my personal computer.
Okay.
To try to find out more or less what it is. And you know, like any gossip, anything that I could find that would be helpful towards me.
Okay.
God damn.
All right. So
I can't trust Lewis.
No, you really can't.
Never.
All right, Mystic Knight.
This is the highlight of the whole day. As a matter of fact, I'm even gonna mute myself because this is the highlight.
And knowing is
no.
Sorry.
What's your name, Joe? Asphalt.
So. No.
Yeah, you already used that joke.
Yeah.
Since he's a mage, wouldn't it be more like little bells chiming instead of a oscilloscope beeping?
No, it'll be like that fucking Frieza episode where he's being doted on by fairies and unicorns and shit.
All right. So with you, you're in. You start coming to. You've been intubated, and you feel a little woozy. You feel completely groggy, and you know, like your eyes are, your eyelids are feel like they're both 25 pounds each, and then you can hear people talking, muffled sounds. Can't really make out voices too well yet. When your vision does come to, you obviously you can see the monitor to your right. You can see the IV tubes to your left. You can feel this throbbing in your throat. There's something in your nose. So, I mean, I'm only describing what I think those things feel like. I've never been intubated, so I don't know. And there's a sudden dread.
Not a pleasant feeling.
Not a pleasant feeling. There's a sudden dread as when you try to move your hand, you can't move it, but maybe a couple of inches, and then you tilt your head. I'm taking some liberties, so you tilt your head down to where you're handcuffed to the gurney. Handcuffed. Not only are you handcuffed, but you don't have your anything. None of your gear is off of you. So that's a sudden sense of panic that's surging through it. That instant panic that surges through you, like, where's my shit? And then a voice comes around. You can see there's a man in he's obviously a doctor, and there's a nurse behind him. And your eyes scan the room. It's not a hospital, because the walls are concrete. There's a harsh LED light embedded in the ceiling, and at the foot of your bed, to the far end of that wall, maybe about another 6 or 7 feet, there is a movie-styled man in black sitting in a chair, staring with his sunglasses on. So the doctor comes over with his light. He's flashing. He's like, "Sir, can you hear me, sir?"
They can.
He's like, "If you can hear me, just squeeze my hand."
ain't doing shit.
Is
I'm
it-
just there, blank.
okay.
I'm listening to everything they're saying. I'm aware of what's going on, but I'm not reacting.
I mean, you could have told me that you're not reacting instead of not reacting in real life. Now,
I'm
so-
just doing it for emphasis.
no, I get it. So he's just like, yeah, he's non-responsive.
I'm role playing.
He's like his pupils aren't fixed and dilated, so they're responsive. So it seems like he's conscious, but and then they go through several of their immediate tests to see if you are actually conscious and responsive, and because you're willfully not responding, they're just taking down this information and they walk out of the room.
The only one left is that guy in sunglasses, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And he hasn't moved.
So to look around right now would give away the fact that I am responsive. So I'm just gonna sit there and lay there just to see what happens next. Because more than likely, whatever got taken from my person, my equipment, and all, is either in some other room or it's being checked out or whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm.
And since I don't know the lay of the land or where I'm at exactly, there's really no point in trying to recall my equipment to escape. So I just got to wait it out right now.
Okay. After about 10 more minutes, someone else comes into the room, talks with the gentleman that's sitting. You can just barely hear it over the sound of the equipment. Just make out a couple of words here and there, but they're purposely keeping their voices low enough to be nondescript. And then that gentleman walks out of the room again. He's giving you a peculiar look. And then peculiar in the sense that you're catching it from your peripheral because you're trying to be non-responsive. Okay? And when he walks out of the room, again, nothing. Maybe about a good 20 minutes before someone comes back in, nurse comes back in to check your vitals. And from the corner of your eye, you're just like, oh shit. It's your seeker. It's like, sir,
okay,
sir, can you hear me? Are you awake, sir? If you hear me, squeeze my hand, and when she grabs your hand to squeeze it, you can feel something in your palm.
Okay.
So she checks your pulse again, and then writes down on the chart at the foot of your bed, and nods at the guard and walks out again.
So what's in my palm?
Are you gonna look at it?
No, I mean, what does it feel like? Does it feel like a paper?
It feels like a disc, like a coin, in fact.
Okay, so
it's a pill for you to take to go to sleep.
Yes, permanently.
A suicide pill. Long live the empire.
Yes. All right, so I'm gonna say
like you're an idiot, and we can't have idiots like you in this corporation. Please take the pill.
It seems that you're living two lives. One of these has a future.
Oh, okay, I got.
So I press the coin.
Okay.
See if it activates something.
So when you press the coin, the sound starts to. It doesn't stop, but it starts to slow down. So it's like beep, 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 beep. You look around and you suddenly feel like you can feel the air. Like if you shift even just a little bit, you can feel like the tension. Like you're pushing the air around you. And make an intellect check, please.
Dang it. I really hate not being on roll 20.
Okay.
Somebody roll, please.
I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
When you look, you see Vespa with a black nightstick.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that.
14.
All right. So you recognize this as a time slip, and you don't have a lot of. And ironically enough, you don't have a lot of time.
Okay, so with that, I'll make the recovery roll
Okay, go ahead.
so I can be complete mobile.
Yeah,
I'll
because
start with the
you
hour.
are jacked up.
I'll start with the hour and then the other 3.
Okay.
So
1d6.
good.
Wait, where
Can
were
somebody
you?
roll
Where,
for-
where were you last? Did I write that down?
I have no recovery rolls for this
No,
one.
no. I'm talking about as far as your pools.
I used up 4 before the crash.
From your
From my
intellect.
intellect.
From your intellect. And then
Mhm.
the crash was how much?
I don't know. You didn't tell me.
18.
I think it was 18. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm alive. Barely.
Well, that all
Yeah,
depends.
that was correct. It was 18.
It's actually more. So I'm not gonna regale you with that, but I came up with the speed rules for impacts, and it's going to be more if you're not restrained moving forward.
Okay.
4, 10, 8. All right. So you're what is it?
Is it 1d6?
No.
So I'm using the hour
Okay.
first. So 1d6 plus 1.
So I rolled.
Yeah,
a
but he's
4.
gonna stand there for an hour, or does he have to get out?
No.
Meaning that he won't be able to use it for another hour.
Oh, okay.
That's a weird segue.
Come on, baby.
All right, did somebody roll? All right.
I rolled a
there's
4.
4. All right.
I'll roll. I was gonna say I'll
So
roll.
4 plus 1 is 5.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to use one of my action points.
You mean your immediate?
Yeah.
Your instant recovery?
Mhm.
All right, so again, somebody roll that.
What?
D6. Never mind. 4.
3.
It's additional 4, so it's 9 total.
That's 9. Does the 9 give me enough mobility to use the time slip?
Your intellect is. Wait, what did I say? 5 and 4, 9. All right, so you were at 2. You're at 11 intellect. Your might is still in the negatives.
Ooh, so you're hobbling.
So how much in the negatives am I in my?
You have to get another, what is that, 3, another 9 points to get to 0, or 10 points to get to 1 in your might.
Jeez.
Okay, so
Don't hurt
the
me.
next two action rolls. Then
So that would be all 4, correct?
all 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, for the moment, because I still have the 10-minute and I still have the.
So you got to roll with 2d6
Yeah, so
now?
you're impaired. No, roll 2d6.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
2d6 plus 2
All right, so 7.
plus 2 9.
No. It was
No,
it's 5.
that was it.
It's
7.
5 plus
7
2.
altogether.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll do my best to use the time slip in order to get out.
And -2. So you're still impaired. You have 2 points to recover from your might in order to get, 3 points, excuse me, to get off of impaired. Okay. So describe for me how you're doing this.
First thing is use a simple edge magic to unlock the cuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then just walk out.
Okay. So go ahead and somebody make a D20 roll. It's in your intellect because you're impaired. The difficulty goes up by 1.
Mm-hmm.
So that would make it a 4. And
8.
no, that 8 did not get you there.
Wouldn't it be something simple to unlock the lock of a?
It would be
handcuff?
a 3, which is a typical
A
generic.
3 for the lock of a handcuff? I would say like a 2, really. But okay, a 3. I mean,
But
I do specialize in magic.
You are hindered, am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm hindered, but that I do specialize in magic. So that brings it down 2. So that would make it a 6 anyway. So yeah, he made it with the 8.
Oh.
Okay, then yes. The lock pops open. Ow. Just hit my foot.
Oh. All right, so I just use the advantage of the time slip and slip out.
Oh.
All right, you pull out all the tubes because remember you're intubated.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
pull out the tubes from your nose.
He has that shit in his mouth?
The tube from
Yeah,
your
I cough
mouth.
real hard and
Yep.
I cough real hard and I pull it out.
Bro, let me tell you something. That when I was in the hospital, they told me do not take that shit out because you rip everything out. You're gonna be bleeding all over the place.
Yeah. So the way you take out the forget what it's called, right? You have to cough first really hard, and as you cough, you pull it. That's how you're pushing it out with the air. You're not just ripping it out of your mouth.
That shit hurts.
All right, so
it does hurt.
So what we're gonna do to avoid a single point of might damage is you're gonna need to make a roll of I'm gonna say this is gonna be a 3.
Okay.
So with the hindrance, it's a 4, and he rolled a 19, so you're able to get it out without taking any additional damage.
All right,
you got an effect.
So what the effect is that I pull it out so cleanly that none of the devices have registered yet that I'm off the devices.
Okay.
Very good. Very
Done.
good.
So that'll give me a few seconds leeway from the time slip and all that. So I can catch up with her.
I'm taking that 19 for myself for my stealth roll.
No, you can't do that. Sorry.
Oh.
I'll pass you an XP next time I get it. How about that?
Okay.
How about you give it to me now?
Yeah. Get out of the chair. You get out of the bed. Your body is aching. You're still in.
I know I'm in severe pain, but I'm pushing through the pain.
You're limping to the door. Once you open it, it opens into just a long corridor, and at the end is an elevator. The doors are open, and you can see her at the end of the hallway at the back of the elevator, with her eyes fixed in your direction. It almost looks like she's staring at you.
So, make my way to her as quickly as possible.
Okay, just for dramatic effect, just as you get into the elevator, the effect wears off, and you almost stumble forward from the time slipping.
The time lapse.
Yep. Yeah. Catching up, and she catches you. She's like, "Whoa, you!" Like looking at you like you're.
I've been better for wear. Yes.
You look terrible, and
yeah, I feel terrible.
We need to get you out of here. So, if it's okay with you, I'm going to have to do something a little dramatic.
That's fine.
I can't have you resisting.
Hey, can't be worse than going through a windshield.
She's like, "Oh, but it can." And with that, she took.
That's for right now. It's cleaning 7 condoms.
You're an idiot.
All right.
So she pulls out.
So
she takes.
She turns you into a suppository.
She takes a necklace out from. It's like it's a teardrop opal, and she rips the chain. As she rips the chain, she swings it around your neck, and rests it on your chest. When she does, you can feel you hear it before you feel it, but once you feel it, it feels awful. worse than getting hit with the truck with your face, because at least with that was an instant you passed. Instant. What do you call it? You.
Passed out.
Yeah, you were knocked completely out in that. With this, it's a transmutation, where all of your bones are being reset.
Oh.
As you can hear the crunches and
Turn into a chihuahua.
Man. All right, and in this case, she's holding you up. She's like, "I hope you're okay. I know you can't speak. Probably best that you don't, because you should be screaming right now." And she's looking at you. You're looking at you. You remember that's the Teocellus from Alien Earth and how it sees in multiple facets.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you're looking at her, but it's in a teardrop formation with a gap right in the middle. And then you can see her as you turn your entire field of vision turns. You can see like the mirrored reflection in the steel in the metal of the.
So in other words, she's carrying me inside the jewel.
No, she made you into like a diamond outline of the opal, and she puts it back on her neck.
Oh, okay, that's even better. Ouch.
Yeah,
right. Saving throw versus pain.
Yeah, if there was a saving roll versus pain, you'd be knocked out again.
All right. So with that, I'm going to mentally call my equipment to me.
You're not able to in this state. You try, but nothing appears.
No. I mean, as she's doing that, I wanted to call my equipment to me. It's going to take time for them to get to me anyway.
So what part of your bones and everything and pain and screaming did you not understand?
No, I understood that. But while you were describing that, you never give me the opportunity to let you know that before she puts whatever it is that she's putting on me, which I don't know what she's going to do with it.
Okay.
I was going to call my stuff.
But it's
going to take time to get to me anyway.
Do they travel like interdimensionally? How does that work?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember. I don't recall us talking about that.
The artifact would, and it would pull everything else with. The equipment would give the artifact a trajectory as to where I would be located, and the artifact would then take them to me.
Okay. Wow. Alrighty. So I need to take a quick bio break. So we will be right back. And yeah, fun stuff. All right, and we're back. Here we are. We are talking with Mystic Knight on the elevator. What was her name again? Because I can't
Yeah.
remember to save my life.
I can't either.
I'll
Janice.
find it. But anyway, she is your seeker. She's
So for
helping
now,
you.
Janet.
She's helping
Janice.
you to get out. So once you leave the facility, she opens. You can, as you're looking through the eye of this disorienting viewpoint. To your left and to your right, there are they're like modules of little different types of research labs, and you're not getting a full picture because your perception is completely thrown off.
Mm-hmm.
But once she gets to the point where she's talking with some people, blah blah blah, and making nice, a couple of guys tried to hit on her. She takes some numbers just to get the ruse completely through. And at one point, someone tries to get her information because her ID, there's something off about it, and she does whatever she does to him. It works too well to where he's just like, yes, I will do what you say. I did not see you, but you're so. And then he turns and just starts walking off in a random direction to where at a certain point, all you hear is, Joe, you all right? Joe, grab him. He's walking towards the fucking engine. She's like, oh, shit. And then she gets to a point where she's able to shift. She calls teleportation shifting, where she's able to shift to a point where you're on you don't see anything but like the tops of the it's skyline. It's like you're getting a weird skyline view, and then she finally says, okay, so this is gonna hurt she puts her face down, so you're looking up at her. She's like, so this is gonna hurt. Her face is like right on there. She's like, okay, so this is gonna hurt even worse. So I've been told. So sorry. And with that, she waves her hands, she mumbles her incantation, and then you can feel that searing pain as your body reconstitutes into its original form. Bones reset, you know, like popping, all your joints are popping into place.
So after the effects, and after I can actually not scream, you enjoyed that a little too much, didn't you?
No, while you were reconstituting, she was leaning over the ledge of the roof with a cigarette, and she's like, "Oh no, that was totally worth it."
Yeah, it was.
She said, and there is your stuff, I think, as it shimmies and pops and hovers in front of you as you're sitting up trying to get yourself set.
So put my stuff on.
Mm-hmm.
Take that last recovery roll for the 10 minutes.
All right. So somebody roll the d6, please.
Roger.
What's your vector, Victor? I left that door open. I have to close that.
1.
Are you serious?
1.
All right. So you're still down to 0 on your might.
All right.
So you're still in pain. You're still.
What's the next one? 10 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't take that
So
one.
you're like, oh.
But at least I'm at 0.
Drop a range -6.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave you in this. Once you get to your bracer, you notice something's wrong with it.
All right, so run the diagnostics.
All right. So when you run the diagnostics, it shows that almost all of your stored files have been duplicated. You don't understand how that happened.
There's no way possible unless they had somebody with magic.
That's impossible.
Well, yeah.
Inconceivable.
Right.
I don't think you know
Inconceivable.
what that means.
Oh, you see his
Okay.
face? He turned red.
No. You know what? That might actually work out for me. Because if they copied all the files, that means they copied the version of the Hydra, which they don't know they've made a copy of. So, knowing how random the Hydra was the first time when it went rogue, might actually work out for me this time around.
How would that work out for you if they caught you?
Because if they copied the files, they unwillingly wouldn't know that they copied the Hydra. And the first time we did it, Danny and myself, and we succeeded, the Hydra still reverted back to its original coding. That's what the AI is right now out there, Lilith. So when she realized that we copied her, I made the copy, the one that we have stored, inert. So that way it wouldn't do that again. So if they did that, I could actually just send the code to it as a piggyback in order to activate it so it could go rogue. So now there'll be a second copy of Lilith out there.
Okay, but you're a top tier mage. You got artifacts and everything else like you just Avengers called all your stuff to you while you was getting freaking Rubik's Cubed out of the hospital or whatever holding pen they was at. Do you not think they have contingencies that is far stronger than you?
All right, that's a separate conversation. So I'm going to leave you there, bewildered, and you could hear her say, "What?" She's like, "What?" You know, like giving you that. All right, what?
Fucked up.
So I told her, I'm like, seems like these guys, while they had my equipment, they were able to copy my files, the same files I showed you, with regards to everything that's going on.
She's like, "Fuck."
So
That means all the conversations that I had with Vespa, they got now.
So she's like, "Fuck."
no, those were not files.
She's like, "Oh fuck."
So
that has to be Hallow Point. We may be in trouble.
That means they know about the consortium. They know everything now.
Hollow Point. No, they don't know about the consortium.
Hollow Point.
Those are not files.
Hallow Point.
Huh?
Hallow
Like
Point.
hallowed ground.
Who's that?
He's you, but better.
Oh Lord, he's a Templar.
So
Interesting.
I'm going to at some point post this photo, but we're moving on. I'm going to come back because we're coming to the end here. So I'm going to come back to Audible. Audible, you get to RJ's office. He's on the phone, clicking some things on his computer. Looks up, sees you guys coming, and then hangs up his phone, sits there, and is leaning. He leans back, and then he suddenly gets up and walks towards his little mini bar and pours himself a drink, and then he pours in 2 more glasses. So you walk in, he's like, there he is, my astute bodyguard.
That don't sound good.
Please, have a seat. And he hands you the glass.
Maybe the last thing you drink.
Yep.
And he hands her the glass. And he's sitting at the edge of at his desk, not directly in front of you, but in front of you. Like you're two chairs to the left and the right, and he's sitting right there in the middle.
It's a nice jacket.
His body is facing you. So I've had a nice little chat with Bloodhim here. Seems you guys had a bit of a rough evening. Why don't you regale me with why it was you were entangled with the
Berserker?
Berserker? Yes?
Yes, I repeat what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna do the whole.
No, that's fine.
Uh,
And he's taking sips.
Eventually we were attacked. Yeah, eventually we were attacked. We were
Yo, you
there.
gotta get closer to your mic.
Your mic is low.
Oh, sorry. I said we were on a fact finding mission because Toreador had a hunch, and while we were there, the berserker showed up and broke through the door, attacked T. We barely made it out alive. He got lucky. He was able to slash his hand or something with his knives, force him to let him go, and I just grabbed him and got us out of there.
Is that it?
I want to find a way to. Talito used to be my friend. He needs to be brought down at this point. I'm done. I'm done being nice.
Oh, you are you?
I'm done being nice to him. To him. I'm done being nice to him.
No, you're like, no, I got that. I'm getting that vibe from you right now, but I'm curious, how exactly are you going to do that when you barely got out of there with your lives? Oh, let me guess. You think that I'm going to go to war with the DeLucas on your behalf?
I didn't say that. He's upset with me, for sure, after everything that happened with his mother. I have no problem handling him by myself if I have to.
See,
you don't have to do anything.
And there's the rub. With that, he gets up and walks past you and goes back to the bar, pours his drink, because you work for us, or more to the point, you work for me, and because you work for me, you represent me, and I have a what would you call an unease, sort of a truce with that bumbling fucking Goomba.
Okay.
But more to the point, it's not him that I'm worried about. It's his father. Because if you think that Sal DeLuca is running that place, you're dumber than you look. The old man may be retired, as he walks back around to his desk and sets his snifter down. Well, no, his little tumbler, his crystal tumbler of scotch that you can smell from it just smells delicious. You can tell it's expensive.
Right.
Single malt, age 20 years.
He's just like, so what I'm trying to understand is, who authorized you to do that? I don't recall signing off on anything, and I don't think you did, pointing to Blood him. It's like, you didn't, right? And that little speed freak, who I'm sure somewhere, I don't think he did.
Right.
Point in fact, I think he kind of hates your guts, but trying to understand why you would poke a bear like that without checking with me first.
We weren't even there to see him. He was there. We were trying to get some information from the.
But that particular part of the territory, you do understand, is in the DeLucas territory. That they don't necessarily report to him, but they work with him, for him, whatever you want to say. And therefore, anything north of, and he gives the street, anything north of this, between these streets, belongs to them, not us. So you would need permission to do that. You do understand how this works, don't you?
Yes. We were actually about to leave when all this shit, when all that shit hit the fan.
Okay. And I'm hearing you say it, but what I don't hear you say is why you were there without permission in the first place. You see where we're at a little bit of a rough patch here in this conversation.
Yes.
And he's looking at Blood him, and he's between you and her. He's like, and what's your part in all this? To which she looks at you like the idea, the look she gives you is not, it's just blank. Like she's just trying, you can see her trying to formulate something. And she's like, well, I may have incentivized them to take a look. You know, that's, she said that hot Spanish guy was really hot, was really on the heels of something, but they're talking about the Solomon Grundy, and we talked about this, and he's just saying, right. And you can slowly start seeing the pupil start turning red.
Like, Red Jack?
Yep. And he's like, right. As she's explaining, gingerly, trying to be very diplomatic. And at one point she stops. Think of the Darth Vader in the Force. She's like, and then, so you authorized these buffoons to start a war, because I'm sure that fuckface is going right back to his masters and reporting what he saw. And because because one of them, and he does this, he's like, and because one of them has a personal relationship, it's now my problem to deal with. Is that what I'm hearing from one of my most competent employees? She's just like,
Well, this is what happens when you hang out with amateurs. You become an amateur.
oh my God, shut up.
Fucking Danny. Yeah.
I look over at her, kind of in horror.
She's just like, you can see the blood draining from her face, and
Right.
these red spider-like veins popping up on her neck.
On your lack of
So
faith,
she's like,
sister.
I'm really disappointed here. And I don't get disappointed very often, considering the nature of our business. And with that, he blinks, his eyes turn the regular color, and she's just like, she's can't catch her breath. He's like, and you. Now, I don't necessarily
Your turn.
look to make more than
I
one
need to.
example, but I think you understand my position here and how we're going to have to make this work. So,
Just tell me what to do, boss. If you need me to stand down, if you need me to not make any moves, do nothing, I want to
I'm not.
See, he hands you a nice stick.
right. I was
A
like,
bottle of baby oil.
no GHB for me, please. I don't want to keep fucking up our reputation. And even though I haven't known T long,
he said, wait, so you're not done?
Wow. Wrong choice of words.
He has a smile. The way I'm smiling, he has a
Right.
smile, but it's not. There's no humor in it.
of course not.
He's like bringing that fake bullfighter.
He's like, so here's what I think we can do. I'd like to salvage this, but unfortunately, I have some really bad news for you. Something that was brought to my attention because we were the ones to help you to make this happen. It seems as though several operatives attacked one of our safe houses. I don't know how they knew where it was or how they figured it out. But, and he taps on his little laptop and he flips it around, and you can see 4 quadrants of of security, and in one you see a team surrounding a house. It's in black and white because it's at night, and then in the next flashbangs, they rush the house, they surround the house, muzzle flashes, and out come your parents. So it seems like someone killed 6 of our guys protecting 2 of your people. Now, we made these arrangements to try to offer a little bit more security for your folks, make sure that they were okay. And we were going to bring this to your attention once it was resolved, but now I think you need to understand one thing. One of them we were able to capture. He was barely alive, and it took us maybe about a day and a half to get him to a point where he could communicate. And here's what we got. And he flips the program to another security security video as they're interrogating this guy quite forcefully on the bed, and we're going to leave that for the next game. So, I'm
by
going
the way,
to...
Lou, come on, man.
Wait,
No, hold on.
Hold on. And by the way, we used the real interrogator, not that guy that's laying in the bed.
Lou, come on.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Wow.
Don't leave me hanging like this.
Okay. So, I'm going to come... No. I'm saying that was for Eric.
Will Faceless live? Find out next time.
Okay. Now,
Next time, but no, you're not getting away that easy.
we're going to come back to Faceless. You get back to the hotel. Make it up to Sal's office, and he's on the phone. He's yelling. He's cursing. He's saying, you told me that you knew what you were doing. This is all fucking... What is it? What did I hire you fucking guys for? Bunch of fucking eggheads who don't got nothing in... There's nothing but fucking yolk. Yeah, fucking fix it. I want my money. I want it today. You hear me? And he hangs up the phone and he's like, what the fuck happened here? So...
I'm sorry, Sal. You are not getting that money ever.
So the Berserker regales him as to what went down, who did it, and that someone tried to lure him back to his folks' back to his mother's old warehouse with promises of learning who killed his mom, and then the Heckle and Jekyll, as he likes to call them. They tried to attack him. They tried to bum rush him and sneak attack him. He's like
Wow.
He turned everything around.
That was nothing of the sort.
That was so good.
Wow.
Corroborate this story.
So even Sal's just like looking at you, like, and you were there, right? You saw the whole thing?
He just said he corroborated his story.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Everything he just said is exactly what happened. And as we were making our quiet getaway, I was accosted.
Heckle and Jekyll came out of nowhere.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Heckle and Jekyll.
So you can see Sal give you that little side smile, like a little crook of a grin. Like, all right, and he knows you down. Okay. You're looking out. He's like, all right. So here's what we're gonna do. I just got off the phone with that piece of shit from Red Hook. He says he got one of them on a table. They're looking after him. He's willing to make a deal, but you got to go pick them up. He said, both of them? No, not both of them. Just one of them. That the other Mexican guy.
Hey, that's racist.
So
Only a
she's just
little
like Spaniard. Yeah, whatever. But he's there. Go pick him up. Bring him here. Let's see what kind of interrogating Let's see what kind of interrogating he's up for.
Sure, boss. But first thing I need to do is stop by the dock. I am not feeling too well. I think a bit of that dagger is not agreeing with my body.
Dagger on my body. Fine. Fucking go see the doctor. But then get out of there.
Sure
Wait a
thing.
second. Hold on. I have a question to ask you after this.
Okay. Oh, that's where we leave you two. Now we come back to Flux. You arrive
Flux.
you arrive at the location. We're coming to you, Crosshair. You arrive at the location. The store didn't have any gates or anything, like just glass, and you can see some of the displays.
Right,
It hasn't been
it's in
broken in.
Manhattan.
Yeah, it hasn't been broken into, but you can see some of the paintings on the ground. And there was some police tape at the far end of the room. There was that they sealed the doors with that police sign, police post. That was ripped off. So you quickly open the door. As soon as the door opens, you're hit with this smell of death. Just like fetid, rotting, not meat from an animal, but human.
Okay.
Did you forget to wear deodorant again?
He's like, yep, not me.
Nah, that's the smell of that fold of meat between your chin and that other piece of stack of meat you got right there.
Motherfucker, that's the rotting meat in between your teeth, bitch.
I'm gonna
No,
try to
that's
press
wood.
on here. Now you
So-
get
Cheese.
my lord. This gets worse all the time. The other thing you sense is a cold void of any mana. Mana being the energy of just everyday life. It's just there's everything. It's similar to the principles of the Force. Everything has some trace elements of energy. In this place, there is a void of it. Cold,
It is.
dark. It has nothing.
Okay. So I'm
So
gonna
that
walk
immediately
around.
raises the hackles on your neck, but it's more of a railroad style of gallery. So you just go straight down. There's a couple of statues, mostly paintings, and then there was the section that was for the new painting that from the last game, but it's no longer there. That's gone. There's a stairwell to the loft, and then there's a doorway into what you can tell just from a couple of little flickering of light behind it is like a kitchenette area.
So I have the deed to the place.
Hmm?
So I'm gonna turn all the lights on.
Okay.
Is there electricity still
There
working
is still
in here?
there is electricity. Yeah, you're able to turn.
I'm gonna turn all the lights on, walk around,
Mm-hmm.
see, check all the rooms, see what I find. Now, are all the paintings laying on the floor like the painting face down? Are all,
Yeah, like one fell off the wall, and it hit the ground, and you can see the frame is split, but it's facing down. Yeah, and a couple of them just fell off their hooks and
so
are on the
kind of
ground.
check and see, make sure as for what the description was. Check around for what I'm looking for.
Okay. All right. Without
In
a
the first-
without a roll, you get about maybe 5 feet, and you're heading towards you were walking towards the painting just to examine it for a second, and just in the coming from that little area straight ahead, not above you. you need me to do that
So-
again?
No, I heard it. So stop where I'm. Stop moving.
Mm-hmm.
Look ahead. Do I see anything?
Okay.
Is it in the? Is it in a spot where it's dark?
That whole back area, it has a separate light switch. So yeah, none of these these are the light switches that you have were for the gallery. So there's just light streaming. There's light streaming into the space, but it makes a sharp left and a sharp right. So all you can see is just what's in front of you. There's a
Right.
you can see the a section of the door that goes to the back, outside. The back alley. But the noise is coming from inside to the left.
Okay. So just look out the window, and I'm gonna
What, the window behind you?
no, it's on the side, right? There's that glass on the side also.
No.
I know the front. Is it only in the front?
Yeah, this
So
is the display
okay.
window. Yeah.
Okay. Look outside
Mm-hmm.
just to get a real grasp of what I'm looking at.
It's like 2:30 in the morning, so there's just a couple of cars that will go past every so often. But
So I'm just looking outside, like the front, just in case.
yeah, you
There's a
just see
reason why.
your reflection. As a matter of fact, that's a perfect segue, and how I'm gonna leave it with you. When you turn to look outside, because the lights are on, you can see your reflection on the inside of the, you know what I'm saying? Like with the storefront window. And in that space, there is something that is weaving itself up into the ceiling. And the best way that I can describe it is it's because of your nature, because you're in tune with magic. You can see it as it's coming from the darkness and it's weaving its way up into the ceiling. And as it's doing that, it's starting to expand. And
I guess you want
take
to stop
shape.
it right here, right?
And I'm going to stop it right there. Yes. So
Okay, that's great. I like that.
Okay.
I like that. Ooh, I love that.
Okay.
That creepy shit. I love it.
Now with you, Crosshair, the information that you're starting to download, you know, because you weren't able to piggyback off of anything as an agent of this system. You are right smack dab in the middle of the versions of Seraph. So it's 15. So you're around the 7th iteration of the Seraph protocols as it's listed, and you can see some of the things that you're capable of doing, but there's one fatal flaw in that system.
Which is
the fatal flaw is what I'm going to give you in the next game. So you also notice that there's not necessarily a defense, but there's a protocol that was activated the moment you started to copy this information. And that information from when you come in as a physical manifestation of the space is when you turn to where you came in. When you came in, it takes the form of a doorway, but all along that wall, which stretches out into an infinite digital space, you can see this blue-green light circuitry. It's weaving its way towards the entrance.
trying to block me off.
That's what it looks like. So you've copied about half of the protocols that are there. It won't let you start from the end, from the most recent. You have to start from the beginning.
Judging, how much time do I have before I'm totally blocked off and not able to leave?
You can maybe copy one or two more protocols before whatever that happens.
All right, I'm going to take the last two protocols,
Mhm.
and then is there any other way I can try to find another way out, or would that be too difficult?
Given that you don't know the layout of the system, you would need to do a couple of steps in order to figure that out. So you can stay and try to figure out whether or not there's another exit point, or you could exit from the point that you already know is open.
Oh, well, I already died once, so let's go with shit. But if I fail, I'm gonna be mad.
Still don't fail.
So don't fail. Shut the fuck.
I'm saying you could always re-roll whatever roll you roll. So
I'm gonna risk it, Blue.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna stay?
Hold on. I have 1 through 9, right?
Correct.
And I'm missing 6.
Correct.
But for me to stay and get all 15, I would have to be blocked off totally.
I'm not saying it's blocking you off. I'm saying whatever that is happening as it's heading towards the door, you're just making the assumption it's blocking you. So in other words, I can't tell you what's going to happen if it hasn't happened
until whatchamacallit. So yeah, got you. So I'm gonna go for all 15.
Okay.
And then make my way out. Find another exit way out.
So with that conscious decision, once those lights finally hit the edges of the door, of that virtual door, it closes, it just shuts. It doesn't close, but it just seals itself. It shrinks down to the horizon. It's gone. And in its place is another AI that stands before you as it forms from the ground. This one evokes a feeling of existential dread.
Well, I do have specialized in assessing danger.
Yeah. Well, there's that oh shit, I should have got out feeling.
Well,
wait, can you describe?
Nope, I'm not doing that. So
I guess I may come up with another character idea.
If it's the AI I'm thinking about, yeah, you're definitely gonna have to come out with another character.
Now, for Toreador, when you're at your bed, the people that were attending you.
Can I get another roll?
Yeah, sure. The people that were attending to you.
I picked something up earlier.
They slow down in terms of the volume now that you're conscious and you're resting. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So 5 points. Very good. Where are you here? There you are. Okay, so you are now only debilitated in. I forgot what this fucking called. So you have 1 intellect point. 13, and you got all your speed back, and you're at 1 intellect point.
Oh, you're assigning them? Okay.
No, that's. I mean, you can assign them however you want, actually.
Well, I got it 5, 9, and 4.
Okay.
Am I impaired then? Well,
yeah.
Impaired?
You're impaired. Correct.
All right.
Okay. So someone comes into your room, and you sort of recognize him, and once he turns around, you can see it's one of your pals from California. His name is Arturo.
Okay.
And he's like, "Holy shit, man, you look like shit." I said, "But that's not why I'm here. But you really look like shit. What happened to you?" "Never mind, don't tell me. Listen, I heard that they're about to turn you in, homie. You might want to get the fuck out of here."
I knew it was him. I knew it.
Turn me in? What do you mean?
To turn you in. It's like to give you to the fucking Italians.
All right.
He says, I've been working here for about 6 months. When I saw you, I kept myself hidden. It's like, Abuelita wants to get some intel on whether or not we should merge with these people. We should, join forces, share resources, all that bullshit. She's about expanding. But I was not convinced. But she told me to come in and do some work. But I don't really like what they do here.
All right.
It's like, especially that fucking white boy that zip zaps everywhere. I don't fucking like that guy.
No, I don't like that guy either.
Yeah, so you should. Can you move?
I check. Can I move?
Yeah, you're not restrained. You're in a severe amount of pain. But you can move.
The plot thickens.
So with that, you can hear some footsteps. He's like, oh shit. He's like, okay, so I'm gonna change your bedpan now. And he ducks down just as Blood Him walks in. And it's just like, so, how are we feeling?
It was like, I feel like a smaller truck hit me.
Yeah, well, it's just like, yeah, more than a small truck. So, kind of got some bad news. But
What's going on?
boss didn't like what you did. Didn't like what either one of you did. But he's thinking about giving you over to them. I'm trying to figure out a way to not make that happen.
Don't like. What did he like? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. It's political. It's above my pay grade. It's above all our pay grades. So unless he has business unless he has business with those people, there's something else going on that we're not aware of, that I don't know anything about. So, is there anything that you can give me that can maybe change his mind?
Floppy toppy?
And she's like, you're an idiot. And she's like, wait a minute, hold on for a second. And she leans over you. What are you doing? It was like,
changing his bedpan.
It's like, I'm just, just making sure everything comfortable. Uh-huh. You can go now. So he's, sorry. Yep. And he gets up, and as he walks by you and gives you like a little, just the tiniest of nods.
Mm-hmm.
He walks
I don't
out of the
register
room.
if I see him.
So he's like, anyway, so just like, I don't really like dealing with those people, but he's the boss. He makes the final call, but he can be persuaded with other information. I mean, he knew why you came here, and you were, and they had that hit out on you. They had the contract out, and he still didn't turn you in. So whatever it is that you were doing, just tip the scales. So unless you have something else.
Well, I explained to her the objective.
Mm-hmm.
The objective for us going there was to snag up 2 of those Vietnamese guys, because I believe they have the means to resist the black goo, because that warehouse was smothered in it. That warehouse was the port of origin where that cabron's mother turned into that creature, and they're inhabiting the place like it's no problem. I mean, the time before this, when we showed up, when I went into the time before this, even the rats were infected, and they became creatures that attacked us. But all the Vietnamese were like not being attacked by anything. They're sitting in there like it's a comfortable place. So my original objective was to either kidnap 2 of them and force the information out of them, or find a means to analyze their bodies,
Right.
to
And
find
then,
out what it is that they're using to stop the infection.
And that savage broke in, and
Well, when I went back in and I called you, I was setting up the phone, so you can eavesdrop on them for me. And at that point, it's when all of a sudden, door missing and then half of me fucking crushed into the palms of the phone. This jackwad.
I don't know if that's going to be enough.
Us going there was a bad thing? I don't understand.
It's in their territory. And
Whose territory?
the fucking, she said the Italians. It was in their territory. The whole place, that area, was in their territory. We were not supposed to. And you work for us now. Well,
I wasn't aware that was a thing.
yeah.
I didn't know any of that.
I mean, that's not going to work either. That's not going to fly. I hear what you're saying. It's just, I don't think it's going to matter unless we give him something, a reason to not work with them. He doesn't like them either, but they got something going. I know they got something bigger planned. I just don't know what it is for him.
All right.
To
Well, let's look at the larger. Let's take a further view of the situation we have. Those Vietnamese guys are hanging out in a warehouse that's infected with this black goo that's being controlled by the Shepherd in the Goombas territory. That originally owned by a gang that was in the Goombas territory. That looks like they were sacrificed to the Vietnamese to have a source of that goo. So what's the connection between Shepherd and that and South? Because apparently, if that's his territory, and your people are not allowed to go in there like wantonly like that, why are the Vietnamese allowed to own the territory of a lesser gang that was already in their territory? Because if the lesser gang was already there, and they were paying homage to the Italians, and now all of a sudden the Vietnamese are there and no one's harassing them, why is Sao feeding lesser gangs to another lesser gang and supporting this whole thing with this black goo?
All good questions. I wish I had the answer to. So maybe, were any of them alive when you?
There was one guy that was left alive, but I didn't get the opportunity to grab any of them.
Would have helped.
And after a few moments, I really didn't see much of anything else.
Yeah. She looks at you. She's like, "Yeah, I get that." All right. Let me see. We need to get Audible in here. We need to figure this out. Like I feel like something bigger is happening that these guys are not either not telling us, or RJ's in the dark about, and turning anybody over to those fuck faces is not what I want to do. I fucking hate those guys. Okay. That's where I'm going to leave it with you. So we're going to end the game right now. We're going to be off next week. On the following, I don't know what the following weekend is. It is the 28th. We will be back. So for Audible Faceless Flux.
The 28th is my day.
Oh, that's right. So we won't be back until the new year.
No, it's not.
Till January 4th. So
God,
yeah, 2-week break, and we'll talk soon. Thank you so much. Access Faceless Flux, Mystic
bullshit,
Knight,
man.
Toreador Ithera, who is not here unfortunately, and Crosshair 2.0. I am DM Discretion. Thank you so much for your patronage. See you in the next one.
Yeah.